The rising of Shield Hero is different for one reason. No, it isn't the scorned main character, or what happens to him for that to be the case. What makes it unique is his method of being isekai'd. For as many stories as there are in this genre, there are an equal number of ass-pulls to get the protagonist to their destination. Death, video games, grabbing an enchanted scale. Does anybody remember Dragon Tales? But how often do you see a protagonist get warped via book? Like, I'm sure this isn't the only example, but you have to admit it's rare. And it's not just some random piece of literature that fell out of his closet or he picked up off the street. Dude was actually out and about. Behold the power of your local library or bookstore. Such captivating stories, we guarantee you'll get trapped in them. This series is just literacy propaganda. I'm onto you, Barnes & Noble. But you know what? Screw it. Yeah, no, this is my headcanon now. I've convinced myself. He's just really into the story to the point where he's projecting. And I guess that would make mine some personified paper cut he got turning her page. What better way to represent something that hurts like a bitch? And hey, further adding to this theme of literacy, he gets a book shield later. Careful though, you wouldn't want to get isekai times inceptioned, because I don't think mankind has enough cows to supply the level of bullshit that would entail. But the book is only as good as the story contained within its pages. And Shield Hero's pages? Hey, alright. Do I think it's the greatest thing since sliced bread? Not for me, but I am somewhat of a sandwich purist, so I am quite particular when it comes to the bread. But don't get me wrong, there are things to like, certainly, such as, a more fuckable Rocket Raccoon. I don't make the rules, guys. Other positives include a fun magic system that doesn't get too bogged down with specifics. Mana and magic affinity are things, spells can be learned, and his shield is functionally Kirby. That's about all you need to know. We've gotten some clever uses of these growing number of shields, and I can only hope this continues as the series progresses, because we've clearly only seen a fraction. Aside from that, the rest is serviceable. I'm not saying the show was overhyped for me, but I can feel whatever pull it had fading just a little every episode. There are times where Shield Hero comes off as edgy and jaded as you'd expect given the first few episodes, but then surprise Spice and Wolf happens for a full 23 minutes? For me, it's just slightly bordering on tonal inconsistency. Super hot take, right? Yeah, I just don't really have strong opinions on it one way or another. I can see why people like it. Raphtalia and Philo are cute, and watching the relationship progress has been fun, but I can also understand why some people might see them as walking sacks of Stockholm Syndrome. If past videos of this ilk have taught me anything, it's that I'm no artist when it comes to these things, so feel free to draw your own conclusions. Despite my own thoughts, I am usually able to understand the appeal or lack thereof, but with this, those thoughts just honestly aren't strong enough for me to try and purr or dissuade you guys. So, yeah, a take so lukewarm you'd swear it's my name. But it's not. It's Logan. So, Logan warm take, I guess. But I will still stand by the literacy element, because it seems relevant that he can't automatically read the text in this universe. And if you need more proof, they even have Big Bird from Sesame Street. You can't make this shit up. But those are just my dumb thoughts, and I'd love to hear your likely more intelligent ones. What do you think of the show and why? And if you had to choose a book for your shield, which would you pick? I'd probably go with The Art of War because irony. Any and all rage can be directed, along with your other thoughts, down below. Thank you so much for watching, and an especially big thanks goes out to my awesome patrons, HinikuHou, OverjoyedSoup, MVPino, James Morton, Mr. Idealist, Marbled Ranger, Spudge, Beorn, and everyone else whose support helps make videos like these possible. Links to that Patreon if you'd like to join them, my shirts, and everything else are either down below or on the screen right now. Leave a like and click that bell icon to keep up to date, follow me on Twitter, stay awesome, and I'll see you next time.